Socialist mayor-elect Mamdani sparking outrage for every day, by the way, for tapping an ex-con convicted for robbing a taxi driver at gunpoint as his criminal justice advisor. He spent about 7 years in prison. He's just one of a few controversial picks, including a far-left education advisor who reportedly idolizes a cop killer who fled to Cuba to live out the rest of her life after escaping from prison. Mamdani is urging New Yorkers, though, to resist ICE.
But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights.
ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent.
If you're being detained, you may always ask, am I free to go, repeatedly, until they answer you.
You are legally allowed to film ICE, as long as you do not interfere with an arrest.
New Yorkers have a constitutional right to protest, and when I'm mayor, we will protect that right.
Wow. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman joins us now. He's got a big announcement in a moment, but first I want you to react to that because you're not a sanctuary county in Nassau, but you are an island on an island when it comes to New York.
Well, we have the most comprehensive agreement with ICE in the United States. Both our sheriff's department and our police department have an agreement with them. And guess what? The people who love it the most are the Hispanic Americans, Latinos in Nassau County, because they want safe communities. They don't want overcrowded schools. They don't want homelessness in their communities. So I got the support of Hispanic Americans and Latinos because I kept the people out that were harming their communities.
How do you feel like he just did that? A how-to tape, how to avoid ICE.
Well, listen, it's a breach of his fiduciary responsibility as a mayor. His first responsibility, and the responsibility of every public official, is to keep our communities safe.
So, Bruce, you won substantially, back-to-back in Nassau County, which is more Democrats than Republicans. And after that decisive win, you had a big decision to make, whether you were going to run for the Republican nomination for governor of New York, and then if you were going to ultimately become governor. Do you have an announcement today?
Yes, I'm very honored and proud that I'm going to be on Fox and Friends with you right now to announce that I'm running for governor of the state of New York. I'm seeking the Republican and conservative nominations. We want to put New York first. We want to make it more affordable. We want to make New York safer. And we want to make people in New York happy again.
So, as you know, that's a big move. Elise Stefanik also has a national name. A couple of weeks ago, she was on Fox and Friends and said, I'm going to run and I'm going to beat Kathy Hochul. The president was asked about two of his friends running against each other. Here's what he said yesterday.
Congresswoman Elise Stefanik is among those who is running for New York governor.
She's great.
Bruce Blakeman, who you also know,
he's also great.
Are you planning on making any endorsements?
Well, I'll think about it, but he's great and she's great. They're both great people. We have a lot of great people in the Republican Party.
So your thoughts about the president's in a tough spot. He likes you both.
Well, I don't think the president has to make a decision now. Let's see how it plays out. But let me tell you something. He's done more for America in the last 11 months than any president in my lifetime. He's done a great job with the economy. He's going out now. He's going to be in Pennsylvania today talking about economic development, creating prosperity. Right. Those are the same things that I want to do in New York State. So I cherish his friendship, and I appreciate his leadership.
So, Bruce, a lot of people are looking at this now and says, Bruce Blakeman, okay, but is a Republican in New York. Does a Republican in New York have a shot at being governor?
Yeah, we're going to win. We're going to win because in Nassau County, which is a mirror image of New York State, the demographics are almost the same. I got almost a third of the African-American vote when most Republicans only get like 9%. I got 56% of the Hispanic-American votes. I got independent women. I've got independent men, crossover Democrats. We won by 36,000 votes in a county with 110,000 more Democrats.
All right, so here's what Kathy Hochul said when the word came out that you were going to run. She says this, not too nice. Bootlicker Bruce Blakeman has lost about every race. There's a reason. Just like Trump, he takes money out of New Yorkers' pockets and squeezes working families. We're not about to let him turn the governor's mansion into Mar-a-Lago North. Your reaction?
I made Nassau County the safest county in America. We're one of the most prosperous counties in America. I cut taxes. I haven't raised taxes a penny in 4 years. We've created economic prosperity. Our poverty rate is 1/3 of the poverty rate of the state of New York. She's the one that's been a failure. I'm running for office to make people more prosperous, to make them safer, and to make New Yorkers happy again.
Right, and the primary's not going to be easy. The general's not going to be easy because we know Elise Stefanik is formidable as well. But you're willing to take that challenge?
Absolutely. I'm ready for the fight, and I'm going to fight for New Yorkers. I'm going to make sure that we do have economic prosperity. I'm fighting for your children and your grandchildren so that they have a bright future. We're going to create prosperity. We're going to make New York safer. We're going to make it the Empire State again.
Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, who wants to be the next governor of New York. Best of luck. Thanks for making your announcement here on Fox & Friends.
It's my honor. Thank you so much for having me.
Now you're off and running.
Meanwhile,
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.